Hello and welcome to this week's Something for the Weekend. I'm Jonathan M0JSX. Let's start off by looking at some used items. Then we'll look at what's in the email down below. If you're looking at this in the email, if you look at this on YouTube, sign up to the email newsletter. But first, we'll start over here with this particular Yaesu FTDX 1200. You know about the Yaesu FTDX 1200 by now. It's 100 watts on HF and 6 meters. Very nice performer, very good base station radio. This particular one just got a small mark just on the top. Clearly the previous owners just had something sat on there, but it doesn't detract from the actual usage of the radio, the performance of the radio. Still works nicely. The fascia is absolutely pristine. It is yours for just £799, absolutely boxed and complete. We'll move on to briefly talk about this FTDX 5000 MP. Complete with the station monitor, which even if you don't want to use it as a station monitor, the speakers on them are just fantastic. You know about this radio as well. You know it's 200 watts on HF and 6 meters. You know it's got one of the best noise reduction systems out there on the market at the moment. And you know, you can see it there, it's up at just $2,495, which I think is an absolute bargain compared to the price of a new one. A couple of more items we're going to talk about. At the moment, we've got an FT7900 just sat there. Yaesu's mobile 2 meter 77s radio, 50 watts out on 2 meters, slightly less on 77s, but that's just because of the PA that Yaesu used on this one. This one is fully boxed. It's not all that old, this one, so it doesn't show really any signs or any marks. There's a tiny little scratch on the side that you can't really see. You have to really get in there to have a look at it, but it's up at just $149, completely boxed with the separation cable as well. Now finally I want to talk about two TS480s. The first one is a TS480 SAT. Now we mentioned one of these last week. That one has gone. We've got a couple more in though. This one again $599, same price as the other one we had last week. It is completely boxed. This one has got its obviously that covering on the screen still there. Very, very nice. Now the SAT, it is the 100 watt version that has the ATU on board. Now what are you thinking? Jonathan, 100 watts, that's all right. But what if I want 200 watts? And they'll be, oh, we're not. Because over here, for £100 more, we've got the 480 HX. It's the same as the 480 SAT, except where you lose that ATU, you gain an extra PA. So you have 200 watts at your disposal, and it comes supplied complete with everything you possibly want, including the brackets and etc. All the interface cables as well. And I say that's just £100 more at £699. Now, what you might be thinking is, okay, lovely, I've got a 480 HX, I can do 200 watts mobile. Okay, brilliant. Maybe you want to use it at home in the base station. Okay, in which case you're going to need a power supply. Now, being a 200 watt radio, draws a little bit more current than a standard 100 watt radio would. So you're going to need something that provides a little bit more current in terms of a power supply. So not used, but we're going to look at something just briefly new. We've got the Midel MP50. It is a 50 amp power supply, more than capable of driving a TS480 HX. We've got these brand new stock at just £125, an absolute bargain. We'll also give a quick mention to the MP30, the smaller brother, at £89.95. And finally, before we go too much further away from power supplies, we'll also give just a passing notice on those Nissan power supplies there. Again, the one in the middle you see there, the AS1230D, special introduction price at £89.95. They will soon be £99.95, but that one is the one that's got that nice digital readout on the front. And most importantly, and the reason you might want to buy it, is it's got power poles on the back, which, let's be honest, power poles, it seems to be the way that everybody's going. And of course, you can also buy your power poles from us. We do them in packs of 10. See the website for full details on that. Now, while we're in Something for the Weekend, let's just do a couple of things that you will find in the email below. So in the email to this week, we have a Hustler 6B TV. You know what that is. That is Hustler's fantastic 80 meter through to 10 meter vertical antenna. Fantastic performer if you want to go and use. I mean, maybe you don't have a big garden. Maybe you have somewhere fairly modest. You can't get an antenna up for 80 meters in terms of a dipole. You need something quite small. The 6B TV is the antenna for you. That's on a special offer this week. We have the Ceramos Only Baby Loop. Now let's walk this way, Mr. Cameraman, because we have a Baby Loop on display in the showroom. I did tell the cameraman we're going to do this, but here we go. Here is the Baby Loop. Ours is a nice coloured one, which Messi and Poloni did a couple of years ago for us. But the normal ones in the standard silver are also pretty good. They are a fantastic antenna for 40 meters through to 10 meters. And just as you see it mounted there on the tripod, that's the height they want to be. They are, again, on a little bit of special offer this week, so check out the email for more details on that one. And finally, some items I don't have at my disposal, but I will give them a brief mention, but you can view them all down below. We have on a little special price this week, we have the Anytone 80 D868, the dual band DMR and FM handheld from Anytone, and we also have the ICOM ICR30, the handheld scanner that ICOM brought out earlier this year. Absolutely fantastic scanner receiver. So that is a very good option. And I see, oh, free case, nice. So that's a little special one. Now, finally, last week, in last week's Sunday Weekend, I mentioned the fact that we had the ZumSpot in stock. We do, they are still available. So ZumSpot kit is a DMR or D-Star or C4FM or P25, or all at the same time, digital hotspot. Well, since then, we've now got some cases in for them. So that is the ZumSpot in the case that we've got. The case is not included as part of the kit, but it is available as an extra. If you buy it as the kit, it will still work. But let's say the case is available as an additional item at £16.95. And I think that in that case, it just looks fantastic. And between me, you and the gatepost, since that last video last week, I was quite impressed with it so much that that's actually mine. I've bought that and paid money for it. Now, below this video, if you're in the email, Gary has a more in-depth explanation as to what the ZumSpot is and how to get it going. And if you're watching on YouTube, that link will be in the description below. Thanks very much for watching. I think I've run out of everything. Just to say that anything you see behind me on the U shelves, you can view online at hamradio.co.uk. And if you spotted anything in the background that takes your eye, you know the number. It's 0345 2300 599. Until next week. Bye-bye. By the way, just one more thing. Maybe you're sat there in your shack and you're looking at that radio that you've not switched on for a few months because you've bought the latest, greatest new thing that's come out. Do you want to get rid of it? We're buying used stock now. So if you have anything to sell as well, you can either email us sales@hamradio.co.uk or, again, phone number 0345 2300 599. That really is it this time. Bye-bye.